Can I just click this? Yes. Okay. There's that. All right. Now I gotta get my overlay for VR out of the way. Let's see. Well, it's not gonna let me, is it? Oh, there it goes. Should I put up here so I just look up? I think that's gonna work. We'll try it. How annoying is that gonna be for me or for the viewer? Monster 2 in. Yeah, so now I have to look up to my ceiling whenever I want to see if anyone's there. Haha. Move it up a little bit. And you can see what's going on in the background whenever I don't have a webcam on me when I'm in VR. There you go. That's what's happening. It's a little too far away. Let me pull it back down just a smidge. Maybe like that. Yeah, that won't be too distracting. All right. Well, hello there. Um, trying a different camera angle tonight. Trying a few things different tonight. This is, I think, the first time that I've done Euro Truck in VR on stream. So hopefully it goes okay. And this is also the first time I'm doing it with a few different changes, of course. New video card, which I got a couple months ago, but also the new lighting update for the game. So I guess those might balance each other out. We'll have to wait and see. Um, Hopefully it's not too jaggedy to watch. I did the maths, and actually normally what you would see in the video feed um, on the monitor whenever I'm in VR is like a split screen, like one left eye, one right eye. So I did the maths and figured out how to crop and then rescale one of those eyes. So I think you're looking at through my left eye right now, basically. So it should look very close to what it would look like if I were just streaming without VR. Um, but it might look a little blurrier because um I'm zooming in, right? So we'll see how this goes tonight. But of course the plan is to keep doing the cruising Iberia event, which is in here. The menu's different here whenever you're in VR. So the event, oh crap, which is now blocked by the overlay. That's okay. I can see it through the stream preview, so I can see what's going on. But anyway, yep, we're still doing this. Right now I'm at, oh man, I can't read that. What is that, like an 8? I'm at like an, oh there, progress 8 out of 20. I can see it down here. So we're at 8 out of 20. We've been working on it. I'm still driving the same truck I did last week. We might switch that out halfway through, maybe. Although I don't have sound mods ready for that. Got some tea here. Some nice Lipton. It's really cold here today in Colorado. It's actually snowing. It's pretty gross. So I got something to warm me up with. Let me just put this on do not disturb, so I don't like being disturbed. Okay. Let's just jump right into it, I guess. I mean, everything is looking okay so far. We'll see how my PC handles it. And hopefully the different camera angle might be a little more interesting, so you could see how my head correlates with what you see in the game. So when I'm backing up, you can watch how silly I look. All right, let's get in here with our contracts. Oh man, this is not gonna work. Actually, I gotta move you guys. Hang on. I gotta move the preview window like out of the way. I'm not gonna be able to see what's going on. Let's do like that maybe. Let's try that. It's now yeah. So the Oculus or the stream overlay is up out of the way now. Okay, now I can see the screen. I might have to squint to read if anyone's in here though, and I'll be staring at the ceiling of the truck. Anyway, so the idea of this event, of course, is just to cruise Iberia. That's what it's called, right? And I can read it. Right? Cruising Iberia, like cruising Colorado, what they've been doing for their other DLCs. So yeah, the idea, again, is just to go to or from any 20 unique Iberian cities. So you got to go to 20 different ones. And yeah, when you get to 20, you did your thing. So let's see where we're at now. I've been driving. Last week we came in down through Barcelona, and I think we went to Madrid. I think we ended there, or maybe I think we passed through, actually went north. So then from there I kind of drove, let's see, down towards Portugal, and then I kind of hung out around there, went south, got sick at the 80-kilometer-hour speed limit, so I went back into Spain. Now we're down the southern end of Spain now, and I think I'm going to try to get some of these cities over here to start tonight. So let's see what we get. Doesn't matter the cargo type, but it has to be, I think, at least 200 kilometers away, which this is actually going to be kind of tricky because I am using real world distances. So I got to do maths in my head again. I think that it's a 1 to 20 scale, or is it? It's 1 to 19. It's almost 1 to 20 scale, but I think it's 1 to 19. So that should do it. There, 12 times 19. So we can hop up here, and this will give us credit. Seville's the other place. We've already been there. Let's just do some hops. So this is empty pallets, real exciting. But we don't have a super powerful truck, so we probably don't want to have a super heavy cargo. All right, let me get this actually lined up with my steering wheel IRL. So now I turn the wheel, and that's what I'm looking at. You could see that in the game. Fun times. Let's get going here. So we're still running with the Renault.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit.
Yes, thank you. Then the new Range T with Max 2712's engine sounds. Kriechbaum just recently released the DTI 13 and 11 liter engine sounds on his end, but personally I actually like the city horn and the I like the sound of this one a little bit better, actually, which is surprising. But I mean, I still love Kriechbaum's sounds, and he's made so many with actual recordings, and these are actually recordings that Kriechbaum made himself. Max just remixed, I believe, and recreated the mod based on those samples. So we're still running with those tonight. Of course, the same truck as we left it. Nice shiny wheels. Nice red paint. But we might switch it up in the middle. Maybe we'll go with a Scania. I gotta mix some mods around though to do that. Ivan, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the Whelp Squad, Simulation Thursdays. We're about to pick up our first cargo of the night. Doing our Cruising Iberia event. And I'm trying it in VR tonight, so hopefully it doesn't cause motion sickness for the viewers. Hopefully it's not too shaky for you guys. I'll try not to move my head too crazy, because I know how disorienting that can become.
Mini Whelps! Now handle it!
Well, thank you very much for the follow. We appreciate it. Every Thursday nights, I usually will stream simulation, and then other days during the week, other members of the squad will do some streaming as well. And we do group nights on Saturday night. We all play together. We'll play a co-op game. So now I'm using a plugin right now for the transmission, and it's acting up. It doesn't like whenever I come to a coast, or coast down to a stop. Alright. When it works, though, it's beautiful. This plugin I'm using for the transmission is simulating the adaptive automatic, because I think it does it better than the default game does. Thanks. Thanks. I hope we have a good trip. But we've been really liking Iberia so far. It's been a lot of fun.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
All right, now we gotta cut back over.
Exit now. Keep right, and then turn right.
So I gotta look up anytime I want to see who's watching on the stream because that's where I have my information. I gotta look up at the ceiling of the truck. Whenever I'm looking up, that means I'm checking out chat.
Get ready to turn right.
All right. Let's go pick up our first load of the night. This will be number 9 for my World of Trucks event. Oh, there goes our trailer. I should have turned earlier. It's around the corner here. We'll just drive around it. Oh, actually, no, we can't. Ugh. Alright. Well, we gotta pull a U-turn. This really doesn't like whenever I don't fully stop. Yeah, so this plugin's a little glitchy for the transmission, but when I get it to work right, it feels pretty realistic. So I don't mind. Alright. I thought that was going to go all the way around. I guess not. Ugh. Didn't leave myself enough room here. Alright, so we gotta line up here. Alright, let's do a test. Alright, we're locked in. Alright, let's get those landing gear legs up. Air hose is plugged in. Alright, we're all good. We're good to go. Yeah. Come on, transmission. Oh, I might not have given myself enough room here. Uh-oh. No, definitely not enough room. Oh, wait, it might steer around it. I'm cheating a little bit. Looking outside, no, we're not going to make that turn. No. Oops. Man, they did not make this easy. Let's go more to the left here. we'll give ourselves more room. We'll swing it wide to the left, and we'll have enough room then. All right, yeah, we should be good now. Oh yeah. All right.
Turn left.
All good now. Whoops. Say hit the curb over there.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
What are we waiting for here? Oh, if he's going, I'm going.
Exit now.
All right. Now we're doing good.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now. Keep left.
All right. On the highway, which is what most of Iberia is. I think that pretty much all the roads in Iberia uh, in the game here are highway. I don't think there are any. I haven't seen any two-lane roads yet. Nice thing about that is you just set the cruise and then off you go. Except we're exiting here, so I'm not going to set the cruise yet.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
And cruise control. There we go. Now here's something cool you'll see here in a second with this transmission plugin I have enabled. We're gonna downshift. Right there. Yeah, so it will actually automatically engine brake and downshift when you go downhill. It's a little buggy, but I like the little features like that. They make up for the bugs. Yeah, this is just I love this DLC because I just like the rolling highways, and there's so much map too. I think this is the largest expansion that ETS2 has gotten to date. So there's just so much to explore.
Keep left.
Keep left. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. This is gonna... Oh, yep. Well, that's my fault. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. See ya, buddy. Sorry, I don't have any insurance. Yeah, sometimes it's annoying when you get the ticket all the time in the game, even when it's not your fault. Like that could have been like 50-50. Like I came over in the lane and like I was there first, but like he also changed lanes at the same time, the other driver, and like there are some cases though where like the car will run into you, the AI will run into you, and you still have to pay the bill. It's just kind of silly. Yeah, look at this scenery. I absolutely love it. Oh, so we're slowing down. Long line of trucks. Yeah, I've also been really enjoying the lighting update in version 1.40.
Keep left.
I mean, the beacons don't just light up the ground in the middle of the day anymore. The headlights don't light up the ground. That's my favorite part. I can drive with my headlights on in countries that require it. I have DRLs anyway, so I usually use those anyway, but like there's no washout of light on the ground during the day. Oh, look at this. Racing trucks. It's not gonna let me over. Nope, we're stuck like this forever now. Ugh, come on. Maybe I can get him on the downhill. Oh, 80. Oh, we're gonna speed through here anyway then. I gotta get over now.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I noticed that
Exit right.
the AI are not using their headlights in the tunnels, even though there are signs that say they're required. I thought that was interesting. I mean, I guess people in real life will forget to turn their lights on anyway, but I wouldn't think everyone would forget. Yeah, I feel like it would just be a few people that wouldn't turn their lights on. Okay, what's he doing? Why are we going so slow? Wow, they're really taking their time going around this. I think he's gonna speed up now, isn't he?
Keep right.
Yeah, they slowed down at this intersection for some reason. Ay, ay, ay.
Exit now.
And then, right. Yep, we're following him. That's fine. We're not in any hurry. Getting close to our drop-off already. This is a pretty short distance. Hopefully it counts. I'm pretty sure it will. Alright, we're just gonna come over here. Oh, we'll race. What race? Wait, right? Oh, they got the head start. They might actually win. My truck's shifting economically. No! That's what I get for being a jerk. Oh, my nose is so itchy in this headset.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Ugh. Yeah.
Exit now.
Alright.
Turn left.
Drop off. It's right over here.
Have arrived.
Where are we going? Oh, I see it. Alright, I'm gonna turn this way. So I can not have to blindside it. I think the rear steer axle in the trailer was not happy with how sharp I turned there. Alright, so here is one of the beauties of using virtual reality. So I can just do this. And it works for the most part. Oh, that steering axle on the trailer is so confusing. Let's see if we can get this lined up all pretty. Yeah. I'm gonna let it straighten out a little bit. We'll use the slope to our advantage. But we got more room on that side. That's okay, it's pretty lined up. Oh, there we go. Hit the wall. It's in the dock. Not too bad. Yeah, we're a little close on the one side. I can still get in there. So this should be number 9. We'll just keep on going to the next one. Oh no, that didn't count. See, 8 out of 20. It wasn't far enough, I guess. Did I not? I guess I went too close? Or did I... Or I didn't visit the city already, I didn't think. Maybe I did. Alright, well, we gotta keep going, I guess, to a new city. These are all Madrid. We've been there. We have been there as well. Let's try to get some refresh in here. See, we've been to Seville. In Malaga. Oh, here we go. There's a new one. I guess we can do that. It's hard to keep track of 20 different cities that you haven't been to yet. Because I think even if you're in passing, like, I'm still going to get these dots filled in as I drive by. But, oh well. We'll go pick up some beverages. And this should be a guaranteed... let's see, 19 times... Oh, maybe it's not. 20 times 20... No, 20 times 20 is 400. 19 times 19 is... what? 381? That should be 200 kilometers, right? That should be meet the requirement. That is the requirement, right? It's minimum distance 200 kilometers. Yeah. So it's my own fault that I have to do the multiplication because I changed the map scale. All right. Let's go pick up our trailer. Set. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Transmission is not having a good time. There we go. No, still freaking out.
Turn right.
There, I think I got it. The alarm's annoying.
Exit now.
Didn't realize how much air I used back there. Got low on air. I don't understand why it's doing this. Yeah, see, it might be too glitchy to bother with sometimes. Yeah, I don't understand why it's bouncing between 1 and 4. Hold up. Let me try changing my gear selection. That's doing nothing. Oh. I don't know if I did anything or it just decided to work again. That is odd. Well, we'll try leaving it, my gear shifter in that position to see if it's happier again. Oh. Should probably go. We'll see how it does when I come to a stop here. No, it didn't like that either. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's really annoying. I don't remember it being that much trouble last time.
Exit right.
Alright,
Exit right.
now we're moving again. Off to pick up our next load, which is beverages. Oh, it's on the other side of the city. Look at that. Gotta cross a river, I guess. This is a pretty bridge.
Keep right, and then exit right.
All right, I can keep right and exit right.
Exit right.
Round and round. What comes around goes around. I think we're exiting up here. Alright, sorry, I gotta come over. Guess I could have let them go first. But we need this exit.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
There's a nice little orchard down there. Very nice.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. At the roundabout, take the first exit. Keep right. Exit
We're
now.
going to Colico.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh, nice. It's a newer
Turn
prefab.
right.
Industrial zone. Okay. I think I've seen
Turn
this
left.
one before.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Oh no, maybe not this one specifically.
You have arrived.
Hello. Let's go pick up our beverages. There they are. Love the sound of this engine. It's very close to Volvo. They're very similar engines. Okay, so the gear shifter is not complaining right now. What if I guess I'll just use control and shift on the keyboard to get into reverse. It's always so much fun reversing in VR. It's just, I think it's a lot easier than with just the computer screen. Alright. Right, we got a nice Colico trailer. Schwartzmiller. Schwarzmuller. Or Schwartz. Muller, I don't know. I'm having a really hard time pronouncing that, I'm sorry. That's the trailer. I think that's German, right? And so is Krone, right? Isn't Krone also? Or is Krone Swedish? Both of those brands are in-game. I know that. Alright, let's check out our route here. Lots of highway driving. Yeah, that should be a good distance there. Alright. Beautiful sound. Alright, off we go. So this one will be number 9, I guess.
Turn left.
I'll have to look back. I don't know why that last one didn't count. I guess it was too short.
Get ready to turn right.
Was what, 9 kilometers? Yeah, 9 times 19. If it were 10, nah, even then it wouldn't have been. Yeah, I guess it just wasn't enough.
Turn left.
It has to be like 11 kilometers real life distance for it to count. So that it's 200 scaled game map kilometers. Why are you stopping? I don't know why the AI do that. I guess I can't be trusted. Where did he go? Did he go in the service? I guess so. It's not there anymore. Alright. Oh. Let's get back on the highway here again.
Keep right. Exit now.
Alright. Let that turbo sing.
Keep left.
Oh, I better slow down a little bit here. Alright. Don't want to get too crazy. Can't lose our cola. And down the highway we go. This one will be a little bit longer. It's going to be about 20 minutes is what was estimated, so it should be pretty close to what it really is in 1-to-1 scale. I just like having the 1-to-1 scale mostly because I just don't like driving through the day and night cycles. I rather would have the time be like kind of similar the whole time. I'm just really weird like that. So I like having the real life distances to see also how long it's going to take for me to do my trip. And you can do simple math to figure that out. I'm pretty sure the scale is 1 to 19, so you would just divide by 19 however much time it says it's going to take in the game without any mods. But I like the if I like having the choice of being able to set the time in the game to the same time it is here in real life. So like if the sun's shining behind me and out, you know, into the window in the room here, it kind of is immersive because it's also light in the game, you know, so the sunlight from real life kind of makes it feel more immersive. And then of course, if I'm playing at night, I usually will like it to be a little dark as well, but I made it around, yeah, it's like between 3 and 4 p.m. In game, so, and that's all 1-to-1. Oh, this is a little sharp. That was a really sharp corner. I noticed some of the roads are kind of windy. In the Iberian Peninsula expansion here. I tell you what is really windy is like, I think around like the older parts of Italy on the map, like the original areas are like super sharp. There are some super sharp turns on there, unless they changed that recently, because I haven't driven there recently. But man, some of those corners when I first got this game like 10 years ago, wow, was it 10 years? It was more like, I guess it was 8 years ago, almost 10 years. Back then when I first started driving in that area on the map, I've rolled my truck before because the corner just snuck up on me out of nowhere.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Alright, we gotta get over here.
Exit right.
Yeah, we'll slow down to 60. We don't want to lose our cargo.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Hey, interesting. We gotta go through a roundabout to get to this highway, huh? Is this a 2-lane? Maybe this is a 2-lane country road for once, huh? That would be a nice welcome. I'm gonna be stuck behind a slow truck. That is a... that tractor looks very big in VR. It definitely looks the part now.
Keep right.
Wow. And that kind of makes me want to revisit Farm Sim a little bit. I really wish Farm Sim had VR, like, so much. I would probably be much happier to play it if it had VR support. I wonder if the next one will.
Exit now.
Also, is there going to be a Farm Sim 21? There was a 19 was the last major one, right? And then I think they usually put them out every 2 years. Maybe for once they're going to do some longer term support on the current one. I haven't been in the loop though, because I was really excited for Farming Sim 2019 because it was, I don't know what it was, but I think I was watching a lot of like farmer YouTube videos and it like kind of got me back into it because I actually played Farming Sim 11, I think, for a while. So it had been a few years, so I was ready to get back into it, and I played quite a few hours of FS19. However, I got pretty burnt out on it though, because it's, you know, it's fun for me once in a while, but I like trucking more, so I kind of came back to this. Excuse me. But maybe we'll revisit it again. It's been a while, quite a while, since I've streamed it. But I'll also have to see if there's a new title in the works. I see that since I last played it, there was a lot of DLC released. Like a lot. What's going on up here? Construction? Oh, this is interesting. Well, that was a very big bump. Jeez. Okay. Oh yeah, this looks like a. Is this a 2-lane road now? Huh. Wow, it is. Look at that. We finally found one. Actually, it might not last very long though. I'm looking at this right. We might end up on a high. Yeah, we're gonna end up on a highway again. There's so many highways on this expansion.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
All right, we can do that.
Exit now. At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Yeah, so I guess they're working on expanding the highway, maybe? No, maybe just resurfacing? Huh. It's an interesting detour. Oh, look, this is more 2-lane. Interesting. It looks like they're getting ready to make it a highway, though. Looks like I got a bunch of traffic behind me. Whoops. Sorry, I'm slow. I only have the 11-liter in this truck. 460 horsepower. It's good fuel economy. This is nice for a change to have a bit of a country road, 2 lanes. Because everything I've driven so far pretty much has been highway. Between last week and today, it's been all highway. Down to 70. Looks like we're entering a city. Nice. This is just so detailed. I just love every new expansion of the map because usually it means it gets better and better, just more and more detail with each new expansion. And it's also really cool that SES is also going back to the original map and, you know, for free, completely for free. They're rebuilding those parts of the map. Like Germany is definitely better than what it was originally. I think they just finished that up with this version update too. I really hope they redo the UK. It's definitely the sorest looking portion of the map now. I think ProMods has done some things to try to, well, they expanded it, I guess. I guess they didn't really change the original parts of the map too much, I don't think. But the expanded parts don't look bad. But I hope that that's something that SES will look to do in the near future for the next map repolishing. But we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. Another little city. Or a town. I guess more like a village. This is really cool. It's different than just, setting the cruise control and driving down the highway, which I don't mind. I like that sometimes because the other expansions of the map, like Beyond the Baltic Sea, have a lot of this country road driving. But I still appreciate the occasional country road drive, yeah. I guess I shouldn't be going this fast. It's a little too windy. $50, wow. This is interesting. So I guess that's a pull-off for the service station. All right. Oh, let's be careful. Now this is weird. What is the point? Oh, I guess those pull-offs are for, like, if you want to let traffic by, maybe? They're like little areas to pull over, I guess, if you're a slow-moving truck. Let's see what this is all about. I'm thinking this is like a way for you to allow traffic to pass, maybe? Take a little detour. And you gotta come back into it. Yeah. Now all the traffic's gonna spawn and not let me in. Alright, we're going now. We can't wait forever. I would have been better off just not pulling over. I wanted to see what that was all about, though. Looks like we let most of the traffic by, though. I don't see anyone behind us.
Keep left.
Back to highway. Alright. Looks like we are at our destination.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Albacete.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then turn right.
Okay. Double right.
Turn right. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Nice wide lanes to get around here.
Exit now.
Alright, this is where we're turning in too. Alright. Alright, where are we delivering? This is like a, is this a grocery store or warehouse? I guess that makes sense. Guess we're delivering beverages from the distributor.
Have arrived through
It's also something I noticed about, come on, shark. There we go. Jeez. It's also something I noticed about these newer DLCs in general. The prefabs are more complex, and they also kind of make more sense, you know, in terms of what you're delivering where. I guess they always kind of made sense, but like, maybe it's just the complexity that makes them feel more realistic. I like it. Definitely a welcome change. Alright, let's get to reverse. The transmission seems to be behaving better when I have my gear shift in position 5, and I remember reading about that on the forums where the mod is posted, that you should have your shifter in position 5, or you should have button 5. It said you had to have your wheel in position 5, so I assume that meant the shifter. So having it in 5th gear in the 5th position actually is helping, it seems. It's not freaking out so much. Alright, this is a nice lineup. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Beautiful. You know what? I got more room on that side still. That's okay. There we go. Oh, looks like we weren't able to do that anyway. We weren't supposed to go all the way back. Even though you're supposed to in real life. That's okay. Alright. So this better be number 9. That is a huge dock. Well, plenty of room to navigate into the trailer, I guess, for the people unloading it. What do we got from here? I hate these trailers with the rear steer. I didn't even check to see if oh, wait a minute. 10. So did it count and I just read the 9 as an 8? We did get 2 tonight, so that was the second one. Okay, maybe I misread it, or it just didn't update in time, maybe? I don't know, that's odd. I was like, I'm pretty sure I did the math right. Let's do a shorter one again, to Murcia. Let's see, what are we going to carry there, though? There's a lot of cars. Oh, man. See, I just don't like those. Like, I would go there, but I just don't like those, well, I guess I can get over it. The steering axle on the trailer, I just don't like as much. Maybe we could take train axles. Yeah, let's do that. It's something different, right? Yeah. Alright, this is going to be a shorter one. That might give us time to do another one after that. We'll have to see. We'll see what, where this leaves us. Alright, we gotta go pick up our train axles on a flatbed now. Something different. Absolutely love this engine sound so much. It's a little bit loud in my ears. I have the volume up a little loud, so apologies if I'm talking a little bit loudly. But that's why. I'll put the windows up now. Put them down a little bit so we can hear a little bit of the outside engine noise. right, let's go. Our pickup is on the other side of town, it looks. It almost looks like a Home Depot. Or maybe like
Turn left.
like a Costco almost. Looks like a wholesale place.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
All right.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Well, it's good to know that that first one counted tonight, because I was a little sad about that. I guess, yeah, I don't know if it was that I read the 9 as an 8, or that it just actually showed 8 and it didn't update yet. Oh well, I'll have to go back and check it, I guess.
Keep right. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Clearing me, coming through.
Turn right.
Oh, this is interesting. This is one way. Okay.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Where is my trailer? That's around the back, I guess. I like the new companies too. I'm pretty sure Logistica Atlantica is new. Logistica Atlantica. We have the one trailer. It doesn't have the nice, pretty yellow logo all over it. I like the new look. The new companies are a change of scenery. Oh, there you go. Oh, no, it stopped freaking out. It sounded like the gears were bouncing back and forth again, but it stopped, so I'm still thinking that having my shifter in position 5 is helping a lot. Okay. The field of view is a little weird on this passenger side mirror. Hopefully I'm not gonna be too close to that pole there. Nah, we're good. We got this lined up damn near perfect. Look at that. Alright, we're locked in. Let's get our trailer hooked up. Look at those train axles. That's pretty neat. It's a different cargo, you know? That's pretty cool. I don't know if I've pulled this one yet. It's cool. I guess those are like the trucks for the train? Maybe? They don't look like it though. They look like they're just like frames or something. Alright. It's pretty neat. Or how does this route look for us? More highway, right? Yeah, it was the first non-highway route that I took in Iberia so far. There's a lot of just straight up highways. In fact, I might have been like the only one. Look at all this. This is all. All right, there's a little shortcut there, right? Yeah, a little bit of country road driving to like some of the um, remote locations as well. It looks like that might be like a forestry area. All right, let's rock and roll. Yeah, that mirror field of view makes that pole look very close to my truck. I guess it wasn't that close though. All right, off we go with trip number 3. That will hopefully make my count up to 11. Oh, there you go with the shifting. There. Well, it fixed itself after I stopped.
Get ready. Go right.
Maybe second gear is too high for a starting gear with this poor engine. It still seems though, even though it's doing that buggy thing with the gears bouncing, it seems like it's not doing it as bad now. Alright, what is happening here? Why is this bus not moving? That was weird. Oh, we'll close those up because it's going to get noisy on the highway.
Keep right.
Well, that was awkward. I wish the AI were just better at merging. Why can't they have the AI move to the left lane whenever people are getting on the highway? I imagine that adds some complexity to the AI code. I feel like that would just pay off so well, though, if they can make that happen. I think it would make such a difference in both titles, because the problem right now is that the AI get bogged down whenever they're trying to merge on when there's traffic in the travel lane, in the right-hand lane. And it could just flow so much better if, especially when there's no one in the left lane, if they could just get over in the left lane and let the people merge. That would just make the flow so much better. Oh, my cord came loose on my zip tie for Velcro. I've got a little bit of Velcro over here that keeps my headset cord out of the way. I'm not gonna be able to get it, am I? Let's see, come on. Like adjusting a seatbelt. Oh, come on. Oh. There we go. Thread the needle. There we go. Tighten the zip tie. Velcro. It's getting... I think I'm losing the stickiness of the Velcro because it's just been Velcroed and unvelcroed too much. I gotta try to find a better solution to keeping the cord from... What I'm trying to do is keep the cord from getting stuck behind my back and stuff. It kind of keeps the cord out of the way so I can move my head around. That's the idea of it anyway. Doesn't always work out that way. Yeah, I'm looking at the stream feed right now and it looks like it might be a little bit choppy tonight, so I do apologize for that, but I'm thinking it has to do with I'm streaming at 30 frames a second, but it's running at 45 frames a second in the game, so it might just be like a weird issue with like interpolating between those two frequencies. So I gotta learn how to tweak that better, I think, if I want to keep doing this. But yeah, in the game, everything looks super smooth. It's really hard for me to kind of show that. So I don't do these streams too often where I'm using VR, but sometimes it's just too much fun to pass up. Wow, that van actually got moving. Usually when AI cuts me off like that, it takes them forever to get up to speed. I wonder if I could like force this to run at a higher frame rate, if that would like make things look smoother. Doesn't look like it. What if I did that? That might be a little bit smoother. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like that could be smoother, huh? So if I force different frame rates in Oculus, it looks like I can play around with it and change how it looks. So that looks really choppy. That smoothed things out. That smoothed things out quite a bit. Actually, that might work right there. Oh, I wish I would have done that sooner. Looking at the stream feed, it's still a little bit choppy, but not too bad. Alright, I am hogging the left lane. I should get over. See, the problem with this, though, is that, like, the AI slow down. And then when I try and pass them, they speed up, so it's like, what's the point of me even trying? Might as well just set my cruise a little bit lower than how fast I really want to go. And it looks a little bit better, it looks like on the feed, so hopefully that's a little bit more bearable. I'm going to really have to take a look and see if I can tweak that. I might actually have to change the frame rate that I'm capturing. Maybe I can upload at 45 frames a second. That would make things line up. I'll have to check. I don't know if that's an option or not, though. Yeah, it might only be 30 or 60. I thought 50 was an option too, because I think Greg was doing 50 frames a second in our group for quite some time until I showed him he could do 30, and it looked a little less weird. Because 50 and 60 does looks those will collide, and it looks a little kind of funky. So anyway, I think 48 is another common frame rate you can find. I think my phone has that option, like if I want to try and save battery, you can run it at specifically 48 frames a second. Movies, I think the standard's 24, so maybe that's why 48's a thing. Oh, there's a car coming. We'll let him go. We'll be polite. All right. We're in Murcia. I'm sorry if I mispronounced those names. Yeah, it looks like that's a lot smoother, honestly. I should have changed the mode on that earlier. So now I'm forcing a lower frame rate on the headset because I was running a nice, buttery, smooth 90 frames a second before, and it looks like it was kind of getting a little choppy. So I think I can also turn down probably the super sampling and probably get a little bit better performance, and maybe stay at 90 a little bit better. But ever since I got the 3080, I got real excited, and I was like, I gotta bump up the super sampling, but that ended up not working too well. There's a car coming very quickly. Alright, I waited. Like a good trucker. When it works, this transmission plugin works so well. It seems so realistic. Like, almost how the truck would shift to IRL
Exit now.
in real life.
Get ready to turn left.
Yeah, back when I was using my GTX 1080,
Turn left.
I always had my headset running at half the frame rate, at 45 frames a second, because I couldn't do 90. It was just too much. But with the 3080, I could probably keep a much steadier 90 frames a second if I turned my super sampling down. I'm running it at 170% right now, which is probably too much, really. Should probably do like 150.
Have arrived at your destination.
Alright, where am I going now? To the back? Alright. Do have to say though, when you bump up the super sampling in the headset, it looks a lot better. I know I'm using the Oculus Rift CV1, the consumer version 1 right now, like the one from 2016 when I got it. So it's going on 5 years old now, and it's starting to show its age. There are headsets out there now that have much better resolution. So someday I'll be upgrading. I mean, it works fine for now. I'm considering getting the Quest 2 because it has wireless virtual desktop, which would work pretty good. I've heard it works really well. But I'm not quite there yet. I'm still happy with my CV1. Alright, let's make sure we don't hit any curbs here. Or that trailer. Oh, might be close to hitting that trailer with that swing there. Look at that. Alright, I think we're okay now. Ooh, that trailer's close. Careful. Careful now. Oh, that's close. Ah, it's so close. We got it, but I think my trailer's gonna swing too far now. Oh, that's going too far. Yep. Yep. Let's try this again, I guess. This is tricky. They always have that trailer now. On this prefab, there's always that trailer right there. Drives me crazy. Let's just set up more here. Let's just, yeah, give ourselves a lot more room here. I love the horn in this engine sound mod. It feels more realistic for the city horn anyway. The air horn, earphone warning. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's so loud. That's the default SCS air horn sound. It's a little broken now. It sounds like it cuts in and out a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna set myself up for failure like I just did a little bit ago. Come on. Just don't want to scrape that trailer there. But I have more room now. In fact, I think I can... Oh, I got a lot more room. I can straighten out right here. Alright, this looks a lot better. Oh, that's very close, though. Oh, that's so close. I've been closer on this prefab. I think we're okay. I'm gonna pop a tire. Alright, we made it. Barely, but we made it. Okay. Alright, there we go. A lot better that time. There we go. Bump the dock. And we're here. Alright, got them their train axles. It's pretty cool. That's a cool cargo. Alright, how are we doing for time? 7:15. Might be able to get a quick one one more in here. What's our closest delivery? Well, that's in the same place. That's not going to work. What's up here? I want to go that way. Okay, they don't have anything, I guess. Let's see if they have anything on the broader scale from another town, or not a town, but company. Yeah, there we go. Wait, no, wait, that's the way we just came from. I wanted to actually go to the port. If they have anything. Oh, they might not have anything. Oh man, what is with all of these things? Actually, hang on, port. I can search for port now. It doesn't look like they got anything though. Oh. Yeah, nothing for the port. So I can search for that, right? I can search for Murcia. You can search for destinations now, which is really cool. So much better than being stuck. I was hoping for one more tonight, but we might not be able to make it. We just came from up there, right? We can't do that again. Valencia. I feel like we've delivered to already. Madrid delivered to already. And these are all too far. They're all too far. Where is this even going? This is Badajoz. Wow, that's way out there. I've already delivered there though too. I can't do that one. Pretty sure I did. I should have been writing these down. Where is that? It's in Italy. And the load gods are not with us tonight. How long is this trip? 17-20 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna be too long. Dang. Dang. Alright, well. Where can we just drive to park her up? There's a garage over here. Maybe I can look into getting that one. Let's drive over there. Let's see what we got going on over here. Then back over. Then we can go that way. Oh, geez. I really messed up the navigation there. There. And then, wow. There. There we go. Sort of. Not exactly the way I would go. Wow, they really don't want me going this way, do they? Wow, look at that. Oh my word. Right, let's just draw. Make it real obvious the way I want to go. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna drive. Alright. Let's go park it up. It was pretty successful. We got 3 trips done. Actually, I'll be honest, I didn't just check now though to see if we got 11. Oh, it still says 10. Uh-oh. Oh man, I wonder if did that not count? Or did it just not update? I'll have to check that later. Because I'm pretty sure that's what happened the first time. Is that it showed 8 at first. There you go with the transmission being goofy. Oh man. See? I don't know how to get out of this trap. Okay, I guess you just have to hold the down gear. sometimes he just gets glitchy like that with the plugin. If you don't want to deal with that, then I guess the built-in transmission works fine. See, there it goes again. If I hold it down, that was working the other day for me too, now that I recall. Pretty sure this is just a hiring place over here that we're driving to. We're just checking things out, killing a few minutes here. Right? That's what that is, a hiring office. Yeah. It's nice staff there. Repair shop. And our garage is right here. This is a good one for me to get because this is in one of the corners of the new region. I like having garages that are like in each corner of like the new DLC. So yeah, we'll buy this garage, yep, and we'll park her in for the night. All right. Alrighty, folks. Well, we're there. Give one last rev of this engine. Such a great sound. Love it. All right. Well, that's that. I think we'll leave it here. I think if I do VR again, I can see it's all jerky right now. I'm sorry about that. I should try and see if I can make that look somewhat better by next time. I gotta figure out what the deal is with that. Um, Looks great over here though, on the headset. It's just that I think it's just that I need to find a better refresh rate to show the game in, because it's not conventional like 60 frames a second when it's in VR. So we'll figure some stuff out though, I think. But yeah, we had fun. Love this truck. Love the looks of it. Love the sounds, of course, from the sound mods. Thanks to Max and Krishban for making those come to life. Those sounds. Detail's just incredible. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here for tonight. For those of you who stopped by, thanks for stopping by. Ivan, thank you so much for the follow and for stopping by. Appreciate it. And those of you who are watching later, well, we also appreciate that. And we'll see you in the next episode. Have a good night.